All right, folks, got a little speech here, but I write like I text, so bear with me here. All right. Before coming to Elevate, I was lost, broken, and confused. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I figured I was going to die a drug addict or on methadone. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 14. I wanted to party and not follow the rules, and I kept that mentality through my whole teenage years. I eventually graduated into dealing drugs and setting out to try every drug there was. By the time I was 16, I was a full-blown heroin addict that would do anything to get the next high. Growing up, I had dreams of being successful and making it in life. By the time I got into my lowest part of my addiction, I had accepted that I would never be anything but a useless drug addict, no matter what anyone told me. Waking up in the mornings, I would often say how much I hated who I'd become. I thought I was just harming myself, but it was because it's my body, right? But it wasn't until I tried to get sober off heroin the first time that I realized I was harming others around me. Like my mom, who I kept up at night worrying if she was going to get a call that I had killed myself. Or my sister, who I was bumming off of from the age of 14. I came to a point in my addiction where I absolutely needed to get off heroin, or I would be homeless and no sister's couch to crash on. So I convinced myself and my sister that I would just get on methadone and be sober that way. The first couple months I felt great and even said I could stay on it forever. Then shortly after that I realized I was dead wrong and got caught in a trap that I didn't think I could escape. My sister and husband, the ones I was living with, told me over and over again that I needed to go to rehab. And I told them I couldn't even get sober off heroin. I definitely couldn't get sober off methadone. And just went on with my life. I thought I was doing good after a while. I had a job, had a car, an apartment, paid all my bills on time. And I finally come to realize that I needed to cut the methadone out if I actually wanted to be happy and not numb from the neck down. So I told my brother, who I lived with at the time and shared bills at our apartment together with, that I had to take at least 30 days to go to rehab and get myself sober. We both kind of pushed it off because we had bills to pay. A couple months went by and I finally lost my job due to lashing out and having a short temper still on opiates. I just laid in my bed for a week, the most depressed I'd ever been. I reached out to my sister and told her I needed to go to rehab and I was done with methadone. She said we don't have many options, but we can see what we can do. I decided to take matters into my own hands and stop going to the methadone clinic and buy as much heroin as I could to try and get off the methadone. But that didn't work either. I smoked as much heroin as I could and I still felt like crap and depressed. I was literally about to drive to the Golden Gate Bridge and jump off. And just before I was able to do that, my sister texted me and said that she found a place called Elevate and called my grandma and told her how bad I was. Before I knew it, I was getting picked up the next morning to come here. I arrived not knowing what to expect. I didn't even know they had a curriculum or if I was going to get detox meds. I was in so much pain the first 2 days, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was so confused why everyone was so happy. We were in a cabin in the woods detoxing off drugs and alcohol at rehab. But then before I knew it, I was just as positive as all of them and talking to everyone. I spent 19 days up there, and it was well needed. I would have for sure relapsed if I just did 30. It took me 90 days to detox. I finally got down to the program and made some really good friends and started working on myself. At first, the 90 days sounded so long, but focusing on what I needed to do and giving 100% effort and having a good time with clients and staff, it flew by. The best thing I liked about this place was it's not just about getting sober. It's about working on yourself and changing your behaviors that led you to be in addiction in the first place. After putting in a tremendous amount of work and trusting in the process and all the staff here, I'm proud to say I'm a changed man and 4 months sober today. I want to thank my family for always supporting me even through the hard times, my grandparents for getting me to this amazing place, my mom, sister, and aunt for being here today, all of the staff for believing me when I didn't believe in myself, all the clients for being amazing friends and bunkies, and Elevate as a whole for helping me get my life back and the opportunity to work here. I will forever be grateful for this place, and it will have a special place in my heart. It truly works miracles. Thank you.
I would like to welcome Michael's mother up to speak on his behalf.
So a lot of you clients have been doing this several times. I got thrown at this at on the air flight from Oklahoma today. So they're like, you know what you're going to say? Nope, I don't know what I'm going to say. I've been through rehab a lot with my kids. And it's been really hard. And this program, to see Michael actually work on stuff to heal himself and to meet the potential that his dad and I had seen in him as a child, is really incredible. It's been many, many years to watch these kids hurt themselves and struggle through figuring things out. But I'm grateful for God to hear my prayers every single night, to keep these guys. I remember my dad always saying, as long as they're alive, there's a chance. It doesn't sound too hopeful when you're a parent watching your kids. And those of you that have struggled through this, your family members that love you, go through such hard times. But there's a lot of truth in that, and you guys probably know it better than I do. I'm thankful for this program that I've learned and the staff that I've been able to talk to, that you guys have picked up where we tried to hold our own and to hold them accountable and help them push through those hard. I'm thankful that all of you have taken an opportunity to actually hear another voice. And I'm thankful that this program teaches you all some skills and knowledge about yourself to be able to move forward and be successful and happy and complete in your life from this point on. And it's never too late. It's never too late. So I'm just grateful that I got my kids back as early as I did. And I'm going to keep praying. And I'm going to pray for all of you today that you will be able to stay strong, because it's hard. I understand that. But I appreciate the support. And I appreciate the system. So thank you. Keep it up.
Now, can you please help me welcome up Alex's mom to speak on his behalf?
I don't know about this, like, oh, you're going to speak. This is like,
hello.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Mom. I'm with you.
Yeah. Just, it's been a really long road. And it's hard to watch someone you love, and especially your child, hate themselves for their actions and for what they've done, and to spiral further into addiction, to numb that, and to think that everybody hates them when you love them so much and you wish you could just take it for them. Well, at the same time, you know that they would have no strength, that they wouldn't gain that strength to keep strong if they didn't do it themselves. I'm so proud of him. I am so proud of every single one of you that are here making the decision to love yourself again, to respect yourself again. I'm so proud of Alex and what he's accomplished. I know that, like, at this point, they feel like they're at the top of the world, and now they're let loose to be on their own, and now the hard work comes. To stay away from the people that drag you down. Alex's brother Ian said that it's like crabs, one tries to get out and the other ones pull you back. And so you have to just get away from the bucket. You just can't go back where those other people are, because they're just going to pull you down. And so when I heard that Alex wasn't coming home, he's not coming back to Ukiah, I was so happy. because that had never happened before. He'd always come back, and my husband and I knew that it was just a matter of time. Congratulations to all of you, and especially my son. And I think that this is very appropriate because you're breaking the chains of addiction. And you're a little bit bloody, but it's going to heal. Thank you.
All right, guys, can I get one